Hello and welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 4, Aliens in London. Hello and welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 4, Aliens in London. Yeah, I got this. Alright. Yeah, I can do this. Alright. Hello and welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 4, Aliens in London. Yeah, I got this. I got this. You can do this. Think success. Success. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Hello and welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 4, Aliens in London. Nailed it! Charles Dickens and seeing the destruction of Earth, what exotic location will the Doctor and Rose land in next? Oh. The Doctor brings Rose back home so she can catch up with her family. Unfortunately, he's landed 12 months later instead of 12 hours, and Rose has missed an entire year. Rose and the Doctor have a conversation to decide whether or not they should keep traveling, but their conversation is cut short by a spaceship that crash lands in the middle of London. The Doctor and Rose go to investigate, but they find that the area has been blocked off by the police and military, so they go to Rose's house and watch TV. The news reports that an alien body had been found in the wreckage and taken to Albion Hospital. The Doctor goes to investigate the hospital and tells Rose to stay back at the flat. When he gets to the hospital, he's greeted by several armed soldiers. The alien body wakes up and tries to run away, but is shot dead. The Doctor concludes that it is not in fact an alien body, but the body of a pig augmented by aliens. So while the body isn't an alien, aliens were involved. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has gone missing and has been replaced with a man called Joseph Green. Harriet Jones had a meeting with Joseph Green relating to cottage hospitals, but the meeting is no longer of any relevance due to the recent alien crisis. Harriet Jones decides to sneak her papers into the Prime Minister's briefcase when nobody's looking. Before she can leave the room, however, a group of people enter, and she hides in the closet. She watches as the group of people transform into aliens and kill the general. Oh yeah, and they fart or something for some stupid fucking reason. Mickey sees the Doctor dematerialize into the TARDIS and goes to find Rose. Rose, Mickey, and Jackie go to where the TARDIS last was, and it materializes. Jackie freaks out and runs away. The Doctor and Rose are apprehended and taken to 10 Downing Street, where alien experts all across the world are gathering. A police officer informs Jackie that her daughter's safe. Rose meets Harriet Jones, and Harriet tells her about the politicians actually being aliens, and together they find the body of the dead Prime Minister. They're joined by one of the politicians who changes into her true form and kills the Prime Minister's secretary. The police officer at Rose's house is also an alien and attacks Jackie. And finally, the general changes into its true form and kills all of the alien experts. I looked at some reviews for the Aliens of London before making this video and realized that Doctor Who fans universally hate the episode. Everybody and their moms cringes at the mention of Aliens in London. If you look up a list of top 10 worst Doctor Who episodes of all time, Aliens of London will definitely be on that list. However, I like this episode. When this episode starts, we see the consequences of Rose traveling with the Doctor, something the old series never addressed. It's highly emotional and it's handled very well. They nailed the worldwide aspect. I feel like this is really how people would react when confronted with alien life. The fake alien pig kinda took me out of the moment, but when the Doctor talked about it being terrified and scared, I somehow felt bad for it. I guess Christopher Eccleston can just make me feel however he wants with his performance. The real reason that everybody hates this episode is the Slitheen. In fact, it's not even really the Slitheen, it's just the Slitheen farting.
Having trouble with your gas?
And I agree, it's stupid. But I understand why they did it. It's to give the audience a little tip-off, so when you see one of them farting, you know something's about to go down. But there are 1,000 better ways they could have done this. Like in The Family of Blood, the whole sniffing thing, that was actually creepy and did its job well. You could have had them crack their neck, or have a weird eye twitch, or just anything that isn't farting. Apart from the farting, every other aspect of this episode was awesome, and that three-way cliffhanger really had me at the edge of my seat. Despite the fact that an alien spaceship has just crashed in the middle of London, Harriet Jones wants nothing more than to enter her paper on cottage hospitals. She's a very likable character. Jackie's pretty great in this episode, and it's very evident that she's a caring and concerned mother. Mickey has started the second stage in his 5-stage character development. The first stage was him being a nice guy, but also a useless coward. The second stage is him no longer being a useless coward, but also being a complete asshole. The Doctor's awesome. Again, quick spoiler alert, there's never gonna be an episode where I don't say Christopher Eccleston is awesome. He nails it every single episode. It doesn't matter how good the episode is, Christopher Eccleston still nails it. The Ninth Doctor is always written well. I don't know what it is. I don't know how they do it every single time. And this Levine's jovial attitude was nice, even if they did take it way too far. I don't think this Levine looked that bad. I mean, they look bad, but they don't look that bad. The worst part about them is the baby face, but other than that, the character design didn't really bother me. And then there's the computer effects. All 2 of them. The first computer effect is this Levine coming out of their bodies, and that looks stupid. And the second computer effect is the spaceship crash landing in London, and that looks awesome. This episode, without a doubt, has its flaws, but it doesn't deserve all the hate that it gets. If they had a better villain, I think it would have been a 10 out of 10. But that being said, it had a really bad villain, so it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I'll see you next time for my review of Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 5, World War III.